Here is something that is alarming. As you can imagine, in 2020, there were fewer drivers on the road.
No surprise, because there wasn't much to do. But even though there were fewer drivers, more pedestrians were struck and killed. 10 on your side's Jason Marks talked with experts to find out why that happened, and with family living with the pain of losing a loved one.
I can't imagine what she must have been thinking in that moment.
That moment happened in Portsmouth last October.
We've got nothing. We have no closure.
It was a moment that changed everything for a family.
Think about her every day. I think it's really too early for us to not think about her every day.
A moment that ended a 49-year-old's life.
It was just tragic. This whole thing was just tragic.
Connie Damon was walking with her boyfriend and pushing her 2-year-old grandson's stroller down Jefferson Street on that night in October. They were hit from behind. Damon died a short time later, her boyfriend severely injured, and somehow her grandson only suffered bumps and bruises. The driver never stopped.
People hit dogs on the road and they will stop and move them, at least. They just left them there.
As Damon's family continues to look for answers, they're now part of an overwhelming statistic nationwide that includes 6,700 pedestrians who were killed by drivers in 2020.
We just kind of feel like she's one of the many statistics of people that get run over every day.
According to the Governor's Highway Safety Association, driving was down 13% in 2020. Makes sense because more people were working from home, plus there was nowhere to go. But even though less people were behind the wheel, more pedestrians were struck and killed.
Well, what we're seeing is a lot more risky driving behaviors out there.
Pam Fisher with the Governor's Highway Safety Association says they continue to look at the data, but they're seeing more drivers speeding, impaired, or distracted.
These unsafe behaviors are really, impacting not just that person that's sitting behind the wheel, but everybody else that's out there on the road, and particularly pedestrians.
Driving down 13%. The number of pedestrian deaths up 4.8% from 2019. And remember, in 2019 it was pre-pandemic. The combination of less driving and more deaths in 2020 is the largest year-over-year increase since 1975.
The fact that, we had fewer cars on the road, there should have been a similar drop in pedestrian fatalities, and that has simply not been the case.
North Carolina was up 12% in 2020, but Virginia actually saw a decrease. 10 less pedestrians were killed statewide.
We're not talking about numbers, we're talking about people. We're talking about sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, children. We have to understand that.
To us, she's a lot more than just a statistic. She was a good person. She certainly didn't deserve that.
Deserved to be taken away from her family.
I don't get it.
Damon's family is now looking for its justice. Unfortunately, they're not the only family left feeling this way.
It would be my wish that nobody would have to suffer through this again.
And remember, we can't put this all on the drivers. We need to do our part as pedestrians, wearing reflective gear, using crosswalks, and not walking impaired. As for Damon's case, police are looking for help. If you have any information to give that family closure, give the crime line a call. Right now on WAVY.com, you can read the report from the Governor's Highway Safety Association, and you can also see the number of pedestrian deaths here in Hampton Roads. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.